Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a lead. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa. I'm a dancer. You pay fees for my big show. In Ibiza for my leisure. I don't do arguments in my relationships. I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this and say something. I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this. I'm lit. I don't do two-face and that's the face card on my wrist. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. She ate away. 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 I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. And off we go from SoFi. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Johnston motioning over. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly...
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
At their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, here's the rookie from Penn State. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He got all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
And he will score. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Raiders. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against a perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Now it's Dobbins. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. On play action. Now, and the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot, buy some extra time for your offensive line, and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The man in motion here is Chark. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. To the 45. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Here's Dobbins. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Robert Spillane spills him there. 2nd down and 8. Johnston motioning over. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, Their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. First and 10 now from the 36. In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. They'll begin here on the ground. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. He'll look to throw. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards. Now a give on the ground. Just a short pickup. Down inside the 30. One quarter in the books. 14-0 is our score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. Tight end going in motion here. They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. The man in motion here is Chark. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Pistol here for Herbert. He'll tuck it and take off. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. They get an even 20 on that one. It's good for a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A run with Dobbins. He'll push forward for about a yard. A tackle made by the former first-rounder, Javon Kinlaw. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 50-yard line.
To throw is Herbert. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 9. Herbert. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Da-Heathin. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
The man in motion here is Chark. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Go. Johnston motioning over. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
Johnston motioning over. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. shotgun now for Herbert. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break.
A 51-yard attempt.
So now, fourth down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers are on the board just before halftime.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The man in motion here is Chark. A handoff as they try to run it here. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. They'll look to throw. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And this ball incomplete on third down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. On first and 10, here's Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught by DJ Chark. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. So we reach halftime in what has been, to this point, a one-sided game. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's to the right side. And caught by Bowers. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They put Adams in motion. Now run for the first time for the veteran Raheem Mostert. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. We'll get this complete to his tight end, Bowers. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
He'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact, for that matter.
So push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he will get into the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a...
And this one is blocked. Big opening up the middle. He's to the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The block extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll give it to Dobbins. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. To throw, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Junior Colson there to make the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They put Adams in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And stretching it out toward the sideline, but the defense gets to him. He'll be taken down for a loss.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From out of the gun, he'll throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Raider 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They give it to Mostert. And he will score. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown, Raiders. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will add one more onto their big lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And at this point in the game, trailing by this much, you're just trying to get something positive going. And even if it doesn't alter the outcome of this week's game, Mike, you're trying to build on some things that you can take into next week's practice, build off of and learn from, and hopefully carry it into next week's game to hopefully have a lot better performance, especially here offensively. When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. That's It's complete to Rice. And it'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. On the ground, here's Dobbins. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is on. What a throw. Johnston. Touchdown Chargers. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. Now a run on 1st down. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Handoff here, up the middle. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Mostert. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And not much there. Down to about the 13. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Man in motion here is Tucker. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. Here's a run. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop.
And he's got another one. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Herbert. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. He's got it! And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will get just a bit closer. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark. Should be enough to put this one on ice.